Ladies and gentlemen, karibu katika Gashis Kaiman TV. This is your host, one and only one, Gashis Kaiman, the tallest man in Black Africa. Welcome to our channel today. Wafula Chebukati is a worried man. Baada ya kumpa Ruto cheti cha ushindi on a silver platter, which he not actually deserve, he must be a worried man. And remember, Azimio is headed to the Supreme Court. We are headed to a battle like no other. We are going to see things that we have never seen in this country. For the first time in this country, the Supreme Court is trying to give us the right president of the Republic of Kenya. You know, the work of the Supreme Court is to arbitrate. When all other institution fails, we all refer to the Supreme Court. It has happened before in the United States of America between, I think, Al Gore and, is it Bush? Something like that. I'm not very sure. But remember, there was such a precedent that was set in the Supreme Court of the United States of America. So, the 4 IBC commissioners are going to completely destroy William Samoei Ruto's career in politics. And kile ambacho tunajua ni kwamba there is massive evidence, and I think Wafula Chebukati must run away from this country. If I were him, I would resign before that time. Kumbuka, he's supposed to resign, I think next month, something like that. And he alluded to that when he was giving William Samoei Ruto the undeserving certificate. So, when you see Juliana Cherera, who is actually the vice chairperson of the IBC, together with all the other commissioners, in fact, all the other commissioners, let people not talk about 4, because even the other 2 refused to sign. They abstained. And then what we had, ni one-man show. So, one-man show, Wafula Chebukati, sasa kajifanya yeye ndiye IBC. Since when did this happen? Look at the coincidence. The Supreme Court, it will be faced by a very funny decision. For sure, there is no way the president of the Supreme Court can declare a decision and say it is the decision of the Supreme Court. Despite being the president of the Supreme Court, hakuna wakati ambapo Martha Koome anaweza kufanya uamuzi akasema koti mahakama ya upeo imeamua hivi, kisha wengine hawajashiriki. So because you see, the Supreme Court has 7 judges, just like the IBC that has 7 commissioners. And the reason for this, it is Kenyans intended these groups or these commissions, these bodies, to have a unanimous decision so that it can be referred to as the Supreme Court judgment or Supreme Court precedents. The same case, you cannot have a full decision. We have IBC decision. And remember, in 2017, I think the appellate court had also pronounced itself that there's no way that a weighty decision can be made by one person. It has to be made by all the commissioners. So it will be very, very interesting. What we have, I repeat, Azimio has massive, what I call it, massive evidence against William Samoei Ruto. And it is very clear that Wafula Chebukati was actually briefing William Samoei Ruto, maybe on daily basis. Remember, kuna wakati ambapo Ruto yeye mwenyewe alitufahamisha kwamba there were some voters who had been transferred from their polling stations to other stations. Others had their names deleted. And this was confirmed by KPMG audit report. It was confirmed. Kwa hivyo, kile tunaona ni kwamba Ruto had access to IBC servers. That's what we can say. It is as simple as that. Kwa sababu unapoangalia kuna wakati, I said in this video that Ruto must explain the source of his information, and because he did not explain, because people did not bother, to ask where he was getting this information. I think the judges will ask the said president-elect to explain where he was getting this information. Kwa sababu ikiwa the Independent Electors and Boundaries Commission is independent, why was it not independent? Why were strangers signing into the servers in and out? It will be very, very, very interesting. The other thing is that when you look at these results, they are not credible. The credibility is not there because it is a one-man decision instead of a unanimous decision. I've said it is Wafula's decision, not IBC decision. Again, you know, when you see a toad running in the daytime, know that something is after its life. Wakati uliona Juliana Cherera na wengine wakitokea na kusema ukweli mchana, know that something was happening. Kuna kitu ambacho hakikuwa kinaendelea vizuri sana. And when these commissioners goes to court, watamwaga mtama hadharani, itakuwa ni aibu sana. You know, you cannot wash your dirty linen in public, but a time comes when inabidi. Kwa I think if I were Ruto, I would not have accepted to be the president-elect without the other commissioners. Again, lakini unajua wasio na haya wanamji wao. Kwamba tunajua vizuri sana ya kwamba wakati ambapo hawa watu wanaongea, you know, when you look at even their statement, na ile ambao Raila alikuja kusema, we saw a lot of similarities yesterday. And I know that Raila Amolo Odinga, kwa sababu, you know, Uhuru is an interested party by the virtue of being the chairman of Azimio Party or Azimio Coalition. Kile ambacho tunajua ni kwamba he must be feeding Azimio with NIS information. They knew. And mark you, this could be deliberate. Whether ikawa jambo hili lafanywa kimakusudi ili kumwaibisha the deputy, not the, let me call him the president-elect. Maybe it is being done deliberately. Kuna mambo mengine ambayo yanafanywa kimakusudi ili yawe na matokeo fulani. And this could be something. Maybe Uhuru want to clean the IBC such that nobody will ever dare to rig the elections in this country. Maybe because when you ask yourself, why is Uhuru very quiet? Why did he wait for all this to happen? Why did they not stop Wafula Chebukati? Because they knew very well that he was working with William Samoei Ruto. For the NIS, I think evidence must be there. The phone calls that were made, the meeting venues, the photograph, the videos. So expect very dirty evidence in the Supreme Court. Na hayawi huwa. Again, jambo lingine ni kwamba utaona kwamba when you look at IBC, when you look even at the evidence that is everywhere, right, left, and center, you realize that, for instance, in Mount Kenya region, in the examination, rigging was massive. In fact, I'm doubting even whether these MPs and governors actually, if somebody was to go to court, I think some of these would lose their seats. If those guys who lost in Mount Kenya, if they go to court, na kuambia ukweli utakuja kudhihirika wazi. And a very good example will happen in Kirinyaga when Purity Grecian and Waiguru will square it out in court. Ule ushahidi utatolewa pale, utakuwa wa kushagaza watu. Never again have we ever had such a fraudulent elections in this country. Hata heri wakati wa mlologo, wakati wa enzi ya Moi, I can't remember, but I hear there was a time watu walikuwa napaga mlologo, you queue behind a person, na by the end of the day, the queue that had least people is declared the winner. Kuvo, it was better that time, because what we have now is somebody forcing himself into the people, into the leadership of the country. Somebody who is not duly elected. Na kile ambacho najua ni kwamba the 7 judges will be fair enough to Raila Amolo Odinga, take all the time, listen to the evidence, let them not say that there is no time, and let them also take time to come up with a judgment that to provide the direction in this country such that nobody will ever again think of rigging elections in Kenya. I don't know why even people are calling it rigging. It is stealing. It is stealing. And this one, when you look at it, when somebody tries to subvert the will of the people, that is the worst crime that can happen under the sun. That is my take. Rashis Kaiman, the tallest man in Black Africa. For subscribers, I'm very, very grateful for those who are supporting us. Those who continue to like our videos. Kindly comment. Feel free even to call. The number is always there. It is personal and I'm always available. That is the situation. Because, by the way, for those who are asking, especially who are outside the country, who are in the diaspora, who are asking about the country is very peaceful. Today, Kenya Kwanza held its first meeting led by Ruto and Gachagua, and also Azimio also held their parliamentary meeting, group meeting, where all the senators and governors and MPs converged. And what we have, I think the coming of a despot, the rise of a despot is coming very clearly, because tumeona wale wabunge 10 ambao who were elected independent members of parliament elects moving or crossing to William Samoei Ruto. And you can imagine if this is happening 3 days after the elections, you can imagine what will happen in the future. And I pity this country, but God is there and is going to provide the direction, because nothing happened without a reason. You guys just come again and have a lovely evening. Bye-bye.